So I will now request Elisa to come and give the presentation. She is from Impulse Case Info Center, Madhya Pradesh Impulse NGO network. Let us hear her. You can, 1 minute you can introduce yourself. How you are in India? On the way.
My name is Elisa Makinen. I'm originally from Finland, but at the moment I work at Impulse NGO network.
What that is, let us give our hand.
So let's say agenda or my personal appearance misleads you. We work in Northeast India, in Meghalaya, Shillong. I'm here to talk about our case info center. We work against human trafficking. Human trafficking is illegal trade of human beings. It might be different purposes for sexual trade, for forced labor, child marriage. Whichever is the reason, it's always a crime against humanity. So what Impulse has done for over 13 years, we have found different ways how we can fight against this problem. We have created Meghalaya model. It's also called Impulse 5C model. This model is designed to fight against human trafficking from all the corners. It's a comprehensive model which addresses the problem of human trafficking from different aspects, engaging different stakeholders. The model is designed to track and rescue trafficked children, facilitate rehabilitation, making sure that the survivors will not get re-trafficked, provide families with livelihood alternatives, preventing unsafe migration, prosecute offenders, create new policies, making the fight against human trafficking always more efficient, and raise awareness. What happens in Northeast India, which is at the moment source, transit, and destination area for human trafficking, is that the traffickers go to the villages. Once the families have some financial problems, and these people promise them that there's a good money, there's a good job in their town. So these families are lured to send their children away without really understanding what is happening there. So the awareness, knowing what is human trafficking, already makes a huge difference. So Impulse has created this model to find different ways to make people understand what is human trafficking and how we can fight against it. And these activities go under 5 key pillars, which are prevention, protection, policy, press, and prosecution. Everything we do goes under one of these themes. But the real secret is the stakeholders. We can have any kind of combination of levers, but our real secret is that we involve many people to work with us. We have state partners. All over Northeast India, all the districts, we have somebody there who works with us, who gives us information. What is happening in their district? What is happening in their state? Government departments, civil society in general. Now, tourist department is collaborating with us also because sex tourism is in a rise in Northeast. So we have to take into consideration every single person, every single department that has something to do or might have something to do with human trafficking, and have to bring them under one network. And once we have one network, it's much easier to find the children, it's much easier to find ways together to combat human trafficking. The actual process of Meghalaya model is reporting, rescue, rehabilitation, repatriation, and re-education. This is how we actually rescue the children. What is the process? So it starts from reporting, which is Impulse Case Info Center. Our innovative model, how we have been able to actually connect the different stakeholders. It's a unique database to collect and record all the information about human trafficking. Every time that there is a child that goes missing, Impulse or Impulse partners, police, is recorded. And once they are recorded, all the cases come to Impulse. And we have created case files where we type all the information about the victim. About this tracing center, the objective there is to create a reliable network that can share the information between all the stakeholders. Let's say a child has gone missing in Makinen, and then there are reasons to believe that the child is trafficked to Haina. So we have to involve both police departments. We have to involve all the organizations who are working with us. We have to get the child's picture out there. We have to tell what happened and what might have happened to the child. Once this info center, how it works is that we call to everybody. And once there is new information, we call this new information to everybody. We continue to calling the police department. Is there any news about the case? Please give us any new updates, what might have happened. And once we have this, everybody once again must be informed about it. Because these small details, if one police department finds out some small details, it might help the other police department to solve the case. So the information flow must be continued. So this cuts time. And then once we have case info center, we have all the documents of every trafficking case. And this creates a database that we can use once we can see that, okay, from this village, there are many people who have gone missing. So maybe we have to create an awareness program for that particular place. If we find out that there is some relation, that all the cases have something in common, maybe we can call the trafficker. If there is some circle of traffickers, it creates a lot of opportunities. And the major thing is once again brings all the stakeholders together. Because even if Impulse would do beautiful job, we can do nothing without the police. We can't do anything that people bring us the information about the missing children, missing cases. So the network is everything, and the information flow is the most important thing. At the moment, we keep calling to all the stakeholders. But what we are planning on, that we create a database that the stakeholders can connect with each other in a way that we also will find out about it. Because if the police department connects only with each other and not informing us, then we can, for example, if there is a family, if there are other stakeholders, the person who has informed about the case, they would be left out. So the information flow, everybody must know about it. So what we are creating is a database at one central hub where we can create passports for different cases. And the ones who are involved with the cases can log in and find out the newest information. They can call to the database, they can type it. Whatever they do, they have to give the newest information. And it all must be found from one place. If there is some miscommunication, it might be that it costs somebody's life. So we create case files. In the pre-rescue section, we collect every information we can find about the victims, how they were trafficked, what kind of clothes they were wearing, any kind of family background, if there is a reason to believe that the trafficker might have approached the victim someplace, whatever information we can find, we collect it in one place. And after that, all the correspondence between different stakeholders recorded and shared with everybody. Impulse does rescue operations as well. but it's always important that it's done actually by law enforcement. Because everything has to go by book, and everything must be done according to law, that later on there will be no problem. In the post-rescue section, we collect all the information about how we can rehabilitate the dog. And here comes the network again. If we don't have any network for rehabilitation, what can we do to these dogs that are safe? So, we have different organizations who organize rehabilitation, and we keep continuing calling to them. Do you have place? We have case. Do you have place for one girl? 1 month ago, it was selected the second most innovative model of TDM. And we are very happy about the model. We are very proud of it. But the thing is, we have to keep growing it. We have to replicate it. Because even though now it's working in Northeast India, many of the trafficking cases, they come and go between Northeast India and mainland of India. So we need pushing the model that everybody has the same approach. Because the model is useless alone. We need to have it replicated all over. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Elisa. I think it's a very, very sensitive work they are doing, and you can see the last slide, how people are actually getting more and more sensitive to this type of work they are doing. I have only 1 or 2 small questions about Makinen. How big is your organization? Can you take on? What is the volume of work?
We have a full-time case manager, but of course, depending on, sometimes there are times that there are not many cases, but then sadly, once there are cases, normally it's not only about one girl. It can be 10 girls, it can be 20 girls that are trafficked at the same time. So of course, sometimes it can get heavy, especially once we have to call to all the stakeholders.
That was fine. Okay, thank you very much. We quickly go to that question and answer session, and before that I will request Rajan to quickly come up also. I know, what is that? Yeah, I know. I'm calling Arun Mehta.